Here's a conversation between Chris Cuomo and Bassem Yousef, and it's just a small clip that I would like to focus on in a point that's being made over here about what is causing the hate amongst the Palestinians and those who are living in Gaza.
Well, listen,
because right now, in an area with 365 kilometers squared, I know, but here's the thing.
Weapons will always make their way to people who need them and want them.
I understand, but America being the superpower of the world comes with responsibility. Being the boss of the world comes with responsibility.
They say that and the U.S. government position is this is exercising its responsibility because otherwise the region will destroy Israel.
Okay, you will not destroy anybody if it's about compromise and giving people what they want and they need, because Israel
what they want and need is to get rid of Israel.
Not really, because like
a lot of people say it,
and a lot of people don't. You know what happens? You feed the radicals by being unjust. Anger,
that's always been true.
Yes, so anger and violence makes radicals take over.
They're making a new generation of enemies now,
and
as we speak.
And the 27,000 people were killed.
There are 2 points here. Give people what they need and what they want, and they'll be happy. This is a falsehood, which is just, it's so many people actually in the West are tragically in America are beginning to believe, as have been believing for the last few years as well. If you just give people free money, then everything will be fine. And actually, we know from the Torah that free handouts is the way to destroy people. So just giving people what they need and what they want is nonsense. And as Chris Cuomo rightfully responds and says, you know what they need and what they want? To destroy Israel. It's in their charters. Is there anything else that you need? The only reason why it's no longer in the Palestinian Authority's charter anymore is because in negotiation for peace, Israel negotiated for them to take it out. Is that of any significance to you? If they had that in their charter and in negotiation they took it out, does that mean that they actually took it out of their hearts? They want one thing. This is clear for anyone who's just honest. And then when he makes the point that violence is what is fomenting all of the hate. Violence is fomenting the hate. These terrorists that went out on October 7th were raised from infancy. It's the milk that they drink from their mother. It's what they get in school, the education. They are taught in kindergarten. We have videos of the classes that they have, of the kids' shows on their television sets that they are raised with. To kill Jews, to kill Jews, to kill Jews. When you indoctrinate a child from 3 years old, it's very, very hard to undo that. And there is no hate you can add to that. There is no greater hate than someone who believes that I must kill people and give my life up for God. When someone lives that way, what can you do to make that any worse? You are in the highest level of danger if they live in your vicinity. Only thing Israel can do is actually eradicate anyone that has that sentiment. Do you remember the phone call of the terrorists? I chose not to play it here because it's so horrific. But if you're open to listening to it and have not heard it, you should just search in YouTube. It's only audio. But the terrorist who called his parents on the phone to say, I killed 10 Jews, the euphoria in his voice is stunning. And the father breaks down crying. He's so moved by what his son achieved. His mother says, I wish I was with you now because you're accomplishing such a great thing. This is the culture that they live in. It's going to take us at least 3 generations of stopping, no longer permitting such education to take place, which is critical for us to do, so that we begin to have a normalization of the minds of these Palestinians. It's impossible for us to actually increase the hate that lives deeply within them. So the notion that Israel responding with bombs is creating further hostility is utter nonsense. And Israel has nothing else they can possibly do because of the deep hate that already lives within them. So whenever you hear this story that hostility creates hostility. That is true in many, many cases, but not when the hostility on the other side is so severe that if you don't do something about it, you will be dead.